Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into something you probably haven't given much thought to, but that really matters: the shortage of coins in the United States, especially the humble penny. And yes, we'll talk about why those old copper pennies pre 1982 might just be an interesting little investment. Let's go. First, what's going on with the coin shortage? Recently, the United States Mint and the Federal Reserve have flagged that pennies and other small denomination coins are becoming harder to circulate. For example, the Mint in recent years has reported that producing a penny cost more than a penny. The unit cost has exceeded face value. One article described how retailers are having trouble getting enough pennies and are responding by asking for exact change, rounding or otherwise. So, fewer pennies moving around, more being held or not used, plus higher costs to produce them equals a bottleneck. Now let's talk about the golden, or rather copper, opportunity. Pennies minted before 1982. Why these are special. Prior to mid-1982, U.S. 1-cent coins, pennies, were made of about 95% copper with 5% zinc. After 1982, the mint switched to a largely zinc core coated with a thin copper layer for cost reasons. Because copper has intrinsic metal value, that creates two things. Those old copper pennies contain a non-trivial amount of copper metal, even if waiting for collectability rather than melting. They are finite in number, and many are already removed from circulation by piggy banks, collections, or simply hoarded. Thus, the logic. If the coin supply shrinks but demand for collection or metal value rises, then value could increase. Indeed, some sources note that copper pennies can contain more metal value than a 1-cent face value in certain copper price conditions. So saving your pre-1982 copper pennies might be a decent small-scale investment. You're essentially holding a piece of metal plus numismatic potential. But, and this is important, there are caveats. Melting pennies is illegal in the U.S. for profit, so you can't simply melt them down for the copper. Condition matters. A common circulated copper penny is worth more than 1 cent, but not necessarily a fortune. The premium comes from scarcity, condition, and collector interest, not just metal value. It's a speculative small bet. You're not buying gold bars. This is more like collectible metal coin with hype potential. Next, what if the penny disappears entirely, or nearly so? There's been active debate in the U.S. about eliminating the penny. The penny costs more to produce than its face value. The Mint has reported this for years. If the penny goes away or becomes extremely rare, many retailers could begin rounding cash transactions to the nearest nickel, just as countries like Canada did when they retired their 1-cent coin. What are the implications? For consumers paying cash, slightly different rounding rules could affect small totals. Some lose, some gain. For economy-wide pricing, there could be a shift in how items are priced. Fewer items with 99 cents may be moving to 95 cents. Some worry that loss of the penny could be a subtle sign of inflation creeping in. When the lowest denomination becomes functionally obsolete, it signals that the currency unit itself has lost purchasing power. So yes, the disappearance of pennies could be seen as a precursor to inflation, or at least a signal of it. If 1 cent isn't worth circulating cost effectively, what does that say about the buying power of the currency? It's not the same as hyperinflation, but it could reflect structural inflationary pressure or changing money handling practices. There's a genuine coin shortage in the U.S., especially at the penny level. Pre-1982 copper pennies are unique. Higher copper content plus Shortage of circulation equals potential value upside. The broader change, penny elimination or rounding, could hint at changes in pricing, cash transactions, and possibly inflation signals. If you have a jar of old pennies, look through for pre-1982 dates, store them well, and keep abreast of collector markets. My name is Ed Anderson. I'm the creator of the Hey Ed YouTube channel and WhatsApp community. Please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.
Copy that.